today I have 10 more horror movies that I guarantee you have never heard of. Welcome back, ghouls and gals. Today we are on part 25 of my series going over weird, underrated, underrecommended, strange, disturbing, erotic horror films that you've definitely never heard of. I now have a podcast corresponding to this specific series. You'll see an upload every Wednesday where I go over one of these movies from this list in depth. We are halfway to 500 movies already. It feels so good to have all of these undiscovered gems for you guys to watch. So in this video today, I am sure that I'm almost positive that all 10 of these movies are going to be underseen gems. So if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give this a thumbs up, subscribe for more, check out all of my links down below if you would like to see any more of me or support the channel any further, and definitely let me know down in the comments which of these movies you've either heard of or you've actually seen. I would be curious to know. So let's start off with number 10 and Blood Sick Psychosis from 2022. Drug addict punks take too much acid and develop a vampiric taste for blood. Now this one is shot on video, and I love when a modern movie brings back the shot on video aesthetic. And moving on to number 9 from 1984, The Initiation. An amnesiac sorority member who has been plagued by a recurring nightmare is stalked alongside other co-eds by a killer in a deserted department store where they're completing a hazing ritual. Now, this was actually filmed at the Dallas Market Center in Texas, and they could only film from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So if anyone happens to live out near there, if you're watching this video, let me know if you are familiar with the Dallas Market Center. Okay, number 8. This one is not true horror, but hear me out. After Blue, Dirty Paradise from 2021. In a faraway future, on a wild, untamed, uninhabited, all-female planet called After Blue, a lonely teenager named Roxy unknowingly releases a mystical, dangerous, and sensual assassin from her prison. This one leans more fantasy, western, sci-fi, but it has really great aesthetics. Alright, at number 7, The Last Lovecraft, Relic of Cthulhu from 2009. Jeff, a down-on-his-luck office worker, finds out he is the last living relative of H.P. Lovecraft, and what he doesn't know is Lovecraft's monsters are real and will soon threaten the very existence of mankind. And fun fact, not so fun fact, all of the effects that include organs, guts, things like that. Everything is real pig organs that they used for the practical effects. So rest assured, you will be grossed out. Up next at number 6, we have Shelter for the Bloodstained Soul from 2016. A cult of killers resurrects a pagan goddess that feeds on the burnt flesh of lovers. Now, this one has a perfect runtime at 77 minutes. I love a film under 80 minutes. Let me know if I should bring back my series of movies under 80 minutes, because sometimes 90 minutes is just a little too long. But at number 5, we have one of my most underrated favorites. With Auntie Lee's Meat Pies from 1992, a devil-worshipping woman sends out her 4 beautiful nieces to lure men back to her place so they can be killed, ground up, and sold as meat pies. Now, you know this is a classic because it stars Karen Black, who is absolutely unhinged in this movie, and Michael Berryman. And whenever he pops up in a movie, it is a treat. With number 4, we have Deadly Daphne's Revenge from 1987. A young hitchhiker is picked up by 4 drunken hunters, one of whom assaults her, but a tough prosecutor has all 4 men indicted for the crime, which results in a suicide and a murder for hire plot. There is an alternate title for this movie, and it is called The Hunting Party. So if you can't find Deadly Daphne's Revenge, you can definitely search for The Hunting Party, but I think Deadly Daphne's Revenge is such a cool title. Our final three here, number 3, we have the original Prevenge with Baby Blood from 1990. When a strange creature crawls into a woman's uterus, she becomes a killer in order to feed the tiny terror growing within her. There's actually a sequel to this, set 19 years after, from 2009, called Lady Blood. Now at number 2, I have talked about this movie before. It has one specific scene that makes me cringe, wince. It is so graphic with the eyeballs. Dead and Buried from 1981, after a series of gory murders committed by mobs of townspeople against visiting tourists, the corpses appear to be coming back to life and living normally as locals in the small town. And you know this is going to be a good film when Stan Winston does the special effects. If you see like a K&B, a Tom Savini, or a Stan Winston, you know the effects are going to be amazing. And at number 1, Splatter Farm from 1987. Young twins are sent to spend time at their aunt's farm, and what nobody knows is the aunt's handyman is a psycho serial killer who dismembers his victims and stores their body parts in the barn. This is another shot on video. I figured we could begin the list with a shot on video and end the list with a true shot on video from the 80s. So that's today's list. Let me know if there is a film that you've heard of or that you've seen. I really try to curate these lists with movies that you may have skipped, you may not have heard of, cult classics that are just flying under the radar. I really try to dive into the depths of horror to find these weird, sick movies. So enjoy. And if you haven't already, check out the Get Weird podcast. We are at 10 episodes already. It is such a fun thing to do every week. I love just yapping about horror movies, as you've probably gathered already. So, and on that note, I triple dog dare you to watch all 250 movies in this list. Don't worry, I'm doing it along with you guys now. So I will see you in my next video, where we are starting our 6th annual cult horror movie week, where we are talking all things cults, the bad and the even more terrible. So I'll see you in my next video. I love you guys so much. Sayonara, Spooky Fam.